If you're working hard but still feeling broke, you're not alone. Today we uncover 10 financial mistakes that keep good people from building lasting wealth. A 6.5-minute mistake to mastery ladder to change your money habits. If you're working hard but still feeling broke, you're not alone. Today we uncover 10 financial mistakes that keep good people from building lasting wealth. I want you to sit with that sentence for a moment, not as judgment, but as the opening of a map that leads out of confusion and into choice. A 6.5-minute mistake to mastery ladder to change your money habits. In the next few minutes, we'll walk through simple human mistakes and the practical shifts that disarm them. This isn't about overnight miracles or flashy hacks. It's about steady, stubborn decisions that compound into freedom. Prioritizing lifestyle over savings drains your ability to build wealth. Small habits compound into big losses. Picture two rivers, lifestyle rushing fast and loud, savings quiet but deep. Let the loud river take the flow. The deep river can't grow. Rewarding ourselves too quickly and chronically. Immediate comfort replaces future security. Not deprivation, reordering. Decide which expenses elevate your life and which fill a moment. Automate a small percent of each paycheck into savings before you see it. Those automated drops become a reservoir over time. Think of your paycheck as an orchestra. If spending plays too loud, savings never gets heard. Tune your orchestra. Set priorities. Housing, food, transport, emergency savings, retirement. Once the fundamentals are funded, give a modest amount to discretionary spending and enjoy it fully, without guilt. Without a clear budget and financial plan, money slips through the cracks and goals remain out of reach. A budget is not a cage, it's a compass. It tells you where your money is headed and why. First, write down every source of income, every recurring expense for a month. Be merciless in identifying leaks. Subscriptions you forgot, bank fees, impulse purchases masked as small. The plan that emerges is practical and empowering. Fund essentials. Prioritize savings. Allocate for growth. A plan converts hope into habit. Unexpected expenses force debt, and emergency fund is non-negotiable. Life is full of abrupt turns. Medical bills, car repairs, sudden unemployment. When you're unprepared, credit becomes the default and interest compounds the pain. Start small, $1,000. Build to 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. Automate transfers. Keep it accessible but separate from checking. When a true emergency occurs, withdraw without shame. Rebuild immediately. The fund's value is psychological and financial. It buys calm. It's not just insurance, it's an option generator. Chapter 4. Relying on credit to bridge everyday spending creates interest traps that erode your net worth. Credit cards and loans are convenient tools, but they are not substitutes for income. Resist relying on minimum payments. They stretch debt into long, expensive journeys. Prioritize paying down high-interest debt aggressively. Use the snowball method or the avalanche method, whichever keeps you motivated. And celebrate each account closed. Negotiate interest rates where possible and consolidate if it truly lowers total interest. If credit cards are too tempting, keep only one and lock others away. Pay cash. Save first. Borrow wisely. The choice to pay cash, save first, and borrow wisely separates those who accumulate wealth from those who appear wealthy but are financially fragile. Chapter 5. Delaying retirement savings costs you decades of compound growth you can never recover. Time is the single most powerful ally in investing. Even small contributions started early grow thanks to compound interest. If your employer offers a match, capture it immediately. Free money, plain and simple. Start small and increase contributions annually with raises. Think in decades, not months. Automating contributions ensures consistency. Diversify your accounts. Tax-advantaged retirement vehicles, taxable investment accounts. If you're self-employed, consider SEP IRAs, solo 401ks. Don't be paralyzed by market noise. A long-term, diversified approach smooths volatility and rewards patience. Learn asset allocation, rebalancing, compound growth. Seek low-cost funds and avoid chasing hot tips. Treat retirement contributions as non-negotiable household expenses, as vital as housing and food. And you'll thank yourself down the road. Pay your future self first, so that later, your future self can live with dignity and choice. Chapter 6. Keeping cash idle or avoiding markets out of fear means missing long-term growth opportunities. Money that sits in low-yield accounts loses purchasing power to inflation. Investing is not gambling when approached with education, discipline, time. Start with the basics. Understand stocks, bonds, diversification. Read. Listen to reputable sources. Begin with low-cost index funds. Small, regular investments teach you to weather markets and build confidence. Fear stems from crashes, but history shows recovery and long-term growth. Keep costs low. Learn tax-advantaged accounts and how they complement taxable investments. Consider robo-advisors or a fiduciary advisor who must act in your best interest. Align investments with goals and timelines, not with headlines. As you grow in understanding, your portfolio becomes an instrument of intention, risk tolerance, time horizon, values. Investing well is less about genius and more about discipline. Chapter 7. Fast money promises prey on hope. Disciplined, consistent strategies build real wealth. Scams dress themselves in urgency and glamour. They promise high returns. They promise little risk. Be immediately skeptical. A healthy rule. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Vet opportunities. Ask for verifiable performance history. Never invest money you can't afford to lose. Real wealth is built on predictable principles. Earn, save, invest, protect. Ignore celebrities hawking speculative schemes without transparency. Look for regulated platforms, clear documentation, independent reviews. If someone pressures you to act now, step back. Consult trusted advisors or do deeper research. Train your instincts to value consistency over spectacle. Chapter 8. Without measuring progress, income, liabilities, assets. You can't improve what you don't measure. Net worth is the scoreboard for your financial life. Track assets, then subtract liabilities. Do this monthly or quarterly to spot trends. If net worth stagnates, ask why. Debt, lifestyle inflation, inadequate investing. Then create targeted interventions. Make tracking easy with tools or a simple spreadsheet. Clarity enables confident decisions. When to buy, when to conserve, when to invest. Chapter 9. Unexamined beliefs and impulse buying sabotage financial goals. Mindset shifts are just as important as budgets. Recognize triggers for impulse purchases: stress, boredom, social comparison. Create pause rituals. Wait 48 hours. Review your budget. Ask if this aligns with your goals. Replace scarcity narratives with confidence-building actions. Celebrate non-spending. Discipline now buys future freedom.